I'm Nathan Simmons, and it's too early in the summer to be sick of beans.
And I'm Dustin Goes to Hollywood, and making a living's all about I got time for it now.
Well, flip me over and spit in your hand.
God.
This is the Silver Linings Playlist, a podcast that tries to find the silver lining in some of the Oscars' biggest Best Picture upsets. Fuck you, Crash.
Oh my God. Oh, welcome back.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Hi, guys. And that's Mally.
Also, it should be noted, I did have two versions of that intro.
Yeah.
My one that I was going to go with in case that one wasn't okay, Nathan stole.
Oh.
So I don't have a backup plan now.
That's okay.
Look, I was concerned about these fellas' tummies because, well, we'll get into it. But yeah, we're talking about a movie that absolutely destroyed me emotionally rewatching.
Oh, yeah.
And a film that we can't talk about alone because a friend of ours said it's his favorite movie of all time.
Well, before we introduce our guests, I just want to say we planned on
Fine.
just doing this episode with the four of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no guest on the schedule.
There wasn't. And I offhandedly made a comment to our guests, and it was like, oh, we're doing this movie. I gave them enough clues, like Mr.
Policeman.
Snowman. And they were like, are you motherfuckers doing Brokeback Mountain? That's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you got to come on the show then. So please give a warm welcome to none other than returning guest, Mr. Michael Moss.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Moss, I gotta say, the way this happened was we made a joke in a text thread.
Yes.
Where I said, oh, we're doing this movie. It's got a cold mountain in it and Jake Gyllenhaal. And you were like, something like that. And I mentioned as a joke saying, oh, we're doing Everest.
Yeah.
And you came back with, oh, that's a good movie. And I was like, no, I can't lie to you. We're doing another movie, though, with another mountain and Jake Gyllenhaal. And then you went, oh, okay. And then a few seconds went by, and I get an all caps text that says, are you motherfuckers doing Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, you got to come on and talk about it then.
Yeah.
He did ask, you guys are doing my favorite movie? And I said, yeah, Bubble Boy Goes to the Rockies.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. So I was honestly a little surprised that this was your favorite movie, but also just if I had known that ahead of time, I would have invited you on beforehand. But
Absolutely.
You were so animated that I was like, well, we can't say no. You got to come on. So why is Brokeback Mountain one of your favorite movies?
Probably because it fucking rules.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, it's really good.
Hot take.
It's a heartbreaking movie to watch, but it was the first movie I ever watched that was like my introduction to queer cinema.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I've wrote about this for my diversity through cinema class I took in school.
Wow.
Got 100 on that.
Hell yeah.
Michael Moss, A+ student.
Yeah, for real.
Not always.
I know, I went to Full Sail with you.
I thought Moss was going to say, no, 101 is A+. You fucking idiot.
Moss, is that essay still available?
Yeah.
Like, can we read that?
Yeah, I think I can find it.
I would love to read that.
Yeah, totally.
Can we share it with the audience if
Yeah.
they're so inclined to read it?
Of course. You might hear me typing in the background looking for it.
It's okay. DC goes through and meticulously edits out all typing and background noise in every episode.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Cool.
All good there.
Okay.
I'm just burping and farting.
God damn it. All right.
All of it.
My main points of it was that I love the movie because it was, other than it just being absolutely beautiful, it was a good love story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think the love story works for whatever sexuality you wanted to say it was.
Sure.
I, in the essay, talked about how I felt that it got boiled down to like the gay cowboy movie when it's
Sure.
much more than that for me.
Yeah.
And I talked about how like the right wing really went hard at Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of this because I grew up in Texas in the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only introduction I had to it was the gay cowboy movie. And then when I watched it for the first time, probably like right before I was out of high school, was the first time I watched it. And I never felt like that watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
The only movie that's really come close to that is In the Mood for Love.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it just, it's a movie that I watch and then I usually will end up just putting it on again. because I'm just like blown away by it every time.
Yeah.
Well, and it hypnotizes you, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, from the way it's shot to the subtle performances to Gustavo Santaolla's score, which is like one of the best of all time.
Oh my God, the score is insane.
Crushing the score.
This was a movie that like, so this came out when I was in high school, and growing up in Florida, where much like Texas, progression is strangled in its crib before it can spread.
Progression found dead in a ditch.
Yeah, it was only playing on one screen within 100 miles of me, and I did not have a car at the time, so I did not get to see this. I walked, and then I sat my white ass down and listened. No, I wasn't able to make it, but when it came out on DVD, I remember watching it, and it felt like, at the time, it felt like an act of rebellion to watch any queer cinema, anything, slightly progressive or transgressive in any way.
Yes.
And I think a lot of the dialogue around the movie sort of colored my experience watching it for the first time, because I recall feeling moved by it, but also like, this is what people were like trying to keep me away from, so like it's one of those things that it was impossible to divorce from the context at the time.
Yeah.
And I have not watched it since then. So this was the first time in 20 years I've seen this film.
Wow.
And I cried the entire time.
Oh, go ahead, Moss.
Oh, no, I was just agreeing with Nathan.
Gotcha.
You did cry the entire time.
Yes. It breaks my heart every time.
Yeah.
And I think going with what Nathan said about it being an act of rebellion, like while you're watching the movie, you're reminded of how like closed-minded we still are.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. But JT, I want to hear from you. Have you seen this movie before?
Yeah, what's Alabama's thoughts?
Well, I can't speak for the rest of Alabama, but...
Well, you are, so button up.
You are the representative, and I faded to the shadows behind you.
We recognize the delegate from Alabama.
Yeah, go ahead, JT. What do you got to say for the state of Alabama? You have the floor, sir.
How do I end this call?
Oh, yeah, they don't have technology there yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to work it.
JT's calling in from a landline.
That's so fucking funny.
I don't have that either. I'm on a payphone.
Ah, the Maroon 5 style.
No, I've seen the movie before, I swear, but I couldn't, like, sitting down watching it yesterday, I felt like I've seen the movie, but I didn't watch the movie. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yes, that is how I felt.
Because I remember certain scenes, like the gut punch at the end that we'll get to, and I was just like, I don't remember seeing this at all. Like you were saying, the star power that just started coming out of nowhere towards like the second half of the movie.
I know. Fully forgot Anna Faris was in this. Linda Cardellini. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. Linda Cardellini made, like, that was a jump scare.
Right?
Shit.
Yeah.
Velma.
That's Jessica Day's sister, Moss. What the fuck are you talking about?
But the locations was just absolutely gorgeous. Like, I was just, I don't remember any of this, but I know I've seen it.
Yeah.
But after watching it, like, thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Chrissy and I were both in tears by the end of it. And her and I, like, she was the same way. She's seen it, but again, for her, it's been forever. So we sat down and watched it, and yeah, it was a gut punch.
Mally, what's your history like with this one?
I did see this in theaters.
Nice.
Oh, lucky boy.
In, rural Indiana.
Lucky duck.
They had a spot for your tractor at the theater.
Yeah.
It was a drive-in.
Can you imagine watching this at a drive-in?
You could actually take a hayride right from the field to the theater. No, I saw it in theaters, and I remember it came out on DVD, and a buddy of mine were gonna watch it, and then one of our friends came over, and he might have been like he was definitely like one of the most homophobic people I've ever met in my life.
Wow.
And he was like flipping out the whole movie. I'm like, dude, calm the fuck down. Nothing's happening. Like, why does this scare you? What's wrong?
It's the most useless kind of person you can be to be frightened by the existence of queer people.
Yeah. Agreed. It should be noted, this guy's name was Weasel, so that should just tell you everything you need to know.
That's on his birth certificate too, just so we're all clear.
Yeah.
Look, this dude's got bigger problems than watching Brokeback Mountain?
I think it was a share situation. I never learned this guy's last name.
Sure.
Not convinced he had one. But yeah, so I've watched this movie a few times since then. Because yeah, it's like one of those, it's like, man, I want to be all up in my feelings. Let's throw on Brokeback.
Yeah. I want to feel something.
Yeah.
I finished this movie and immediately was like, okay, I gotta order the soundtrack.
Dude.
This one, like I gotta own this.
The score is insane.
It's incredible.
good.
Yeah.
Like scores shouldn't be that good.
Yeah, no.
I do remember showing this to someone because it was like before, like it was right when Heath Ledger got announced as the Joker. They're like, oh, that dude can't act. And I'm like, hold the fuck on.
Yeah.
Have you not seen Brokeback? Like the dude, like it's a fucking masterclass by Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
It's been talked about to death at this point, but we truly did lose like a generational talent in Heath Ledger. Like
100%.
R.I.P.
That was my words exactly watching the movie with Christy. I was like, it's such a shame of what happened.
It's a huge loss.
Oh, man.
Dude, everyone in this movie brings their A game, though.
Oh, 100%.
I think this is the performance of Anne Hathaway's career.
Yeah.
and I say that as a huge Hathaway fan.
Me too.
I can talk so much about the acting in this movie.
Yeah.
Dude, even Anna Faris is like, she's bringing heat in her small role. She's so good.
I love her. It's shades of her Lost in Translation performance a little bit, which I like that. This was like the era when I think Anna Faris was like in the pocket, and then she kind of just got tossed aside, and I'm like, we got to bring her back, man. She's such a great counterpart to David Harbour, who like has 2 lines.
Yeah.
Can we lost Anna Faris and got Chris Pratt. We got shafted on that deal so hard.
Yeah.
She should have been Star-Lord. I'll say it.
Hell yeah, brother.
I would have loved that. That'd be awesome.
I would go broke watching that movie. Are you kidding me?
So before I get into my history with this movie, I do want to say, if this is your first time tuning into the show,
oh, right.
we are the Silver Linings Playlist, and as best as I can describe the show, we're a
movie review comedy show that's been running for 9 years.
Yeah, thank you, Eric Estrada. That's exactly what I was looking for.
Thank you, Eric Estrada.
Thank you, Eric Estrada.
I'm still so confused.
Does Moss know about Eric Estrada?
Yeah, Moss saw it like weeks ago. Yeah. Before I sent it to you guys, I sent it to Moss. I was like, you got to see this. I got to share it with somebody.
No, I just mean in general. You know who that is?
I fucking worked with Eric Estrada.
Oh,
Wait,
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We cover movies with sad endings. So, Moss, what? You worked with Eric Estrada?
Yeah, I worked with Eric Estrada.
You were in Chips?
I was the Chips.
You're definitely not old enough.
I worked like a Christmas parade in Hollywood like for 3 years.
What?
And he was a host of one of the show.
Oh, okay.
What a surreal life you've led.
Yeah.
I've interacted with Eric Estrada. I also got to meet Ernie Hudson that day.
Oh, my God. Just DILF on DILF action going on here. I love that for you.
And then I also got to meet one of the American Idol contestants, David Archuleta.
Okay. Interesting, eclectic group of people.
Nope, you've lost me now. I don't know who that is.
So that was like a weird line graph of how much I gave a shit.
This event is also sponsored by the Church of Scientology.
Oh, what? Boy. Okay.
Ernie Hudson may be my wife's favorite actor.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was Hartnett.
You're right. It's Hartnett, then Ernie Hudson.
Okay.
That's the tier.
Nathan, do you even make the top 3 on her list?
No. I'm her favorite promising local actor.
Okay.
So, as Nathan so quickly explained, we're a podcast that tries to find the silver lining in some of cinema's bleakest endings. And man, this ending is, as I think JT said, a gut punch.
For sure.
Fucking brutal, dude.
Just knowing that Randy Quaid's out there.
This movie, if you've never seen it, asks the age-old question, what if there was a Brokeback Mountain? We have...
I see you reading. So you wrote this down.
We have tomorrow, its 20-year anniversary.
Wow.
Which is why we're doing it today. Something I wanted to note, because I was very interested, because when we're recording this, the Supreme Court, like last week, decided they wanted to have a solid win again and denied Kim Davis's request to reevaluate the same-sex marriage ruling that only happened 10 years after this movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say this movie was a beacon in terms of like it did instigate some change that happened not only in our culture, but in Hollywood in general. But at the same time, it also kind of started that clear division between the people that saw this movie as a punchline and it was just shorthand for homophobia. Like
Brokeback was used as an adjective.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Or a verb, honestly.
Sure.
Like it just, as someone who also grew up in Alabama and also came from a homophobic family to the point where my older brother, who I no longer communicate with, even threatened, maybe jokingly, probably not, to much like the gentleman that Ennis's dad takes him to see in the ditch, to beat me to death if he found out I was gay.
Jesus.
So I fully understood the fear I feel like a lot of people had in wanting to go see the movie in theaters just because of the association with it. I myself was only 14 when this movie came out, or I guess just turned 15. I didn't see it until I was about 16, 17 when I had access to high-speed internet and I could just watch any movie at any given time.
Yeah.
And I remember really liking it. But for some reason, I did not watch it again until 2 days ago when I rewatched it for this episode. And now I'm kind of upset with myself for not revisiting it because it is maybe Ang Lee's best movie.
It is.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he'd agree with that too.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a hot take.
Sure.
It is definitely his best movie.
Crazy that this is the follow-up to Hulk.
I know, right? The man has layers.
Yeah.
Like an onion.
Or David Banner.
Before we get too jokey, I do just want to get it out because I don't think it can be said enough. Go fuck yourself, Crash.
Yeah.
I was about to bring that up.
Well, I'm going to talk about Crash.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry. What I want to say before we get to the Crash discussion, because I'm sure that's going to be heated, is it was almost cynical the way this movie was so quickly reevaluated after Heath Ledger's death and his posthumous Oscar win for The Dark Knight, of the general public turning from that guy in the rom-coms and the gay cowboy movie to the next Marlon Brando cut down in his prime.
Oh, I mean, when he was announced as the Joker, people were photoshopping pictures of him like holding Batman.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, come on, guys. Like,
But first of all, to say it's a gay cowboy movie is beyond being reductive. It's not even accurate because they're not cowboys. They're sheep herders, first of all. Get it fucking right. Second of all,
sheep are so fucking annoying.
it took this man dying for people to really take him seriously as an actor. And this movie as a whole, like I said, it was something of a punching bag.
yeah.
And I feel that way about myself as well, because again, growing up in that homophobic household, I was almost inclined to feel the same way about it when it came out. I remember making those jokes about the quote unquote gay cowboy movie.
Sure.
And that sentiment of, it's undeniable. Like you could sit there and pat yourself on the back and say you were so progressive because you watched the quote unquote gay cowboy movie.
Yeah.
Sure.
But at the time, I remember harboring those kind of, not anger at the gay community, but just not understanding it and even being told you should hate these people, much like Ennis's dad teaches him in the movie.
Yeah.
And all it took was for me to, I don't know, actually engage with the movie and watch it.
Yeah.
And realize, oh, this is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
It only takes one little thread to be pulled to unravel the entire fallacy of homophobia and everything like that.
100%.
Well, and it all depends on the atmosphere you're growing up in, right? This is around the time that I feel like in 2005 was when I realized I knew a gay person, you know, like because I in the community I was growing up in, people stayed in the closet. People didn't talk about it. I was still heavily into church at the time. And around the time that my Sunday school teacher equated homosexuality to bestiality and pedophilia was when I was like, I don't think that's correct.
Yeah.
And stopped going.
Yeah.
You know, and it was one of those things where it was just like, that was not discussed. And I think in a lot of ways, this being one of the first mainstream, I mean, it's in a lot of ways an independent film, but like one of the first breakthrough mainstream queer films that a lot of people saw, I think it did break down a lot of barriers. I mean, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but there's a general feeling that Crash won the Oscar because the Academy wasn't ready to give it to a gay film.
Yep.
We can talk about how Jake Gyllenhaal hesitated to call Jack Twist a gay man in interviews, which is, you know, him probably working through the fact that it's difficult for, or at that time was still difficult for a quote unquote leading man to be seen as having any kind of gay, energy or identification. Fast forward 10 years, we have folks like Tom Hardy very casually saying, yeah, man, I've had gay sex. What about it? and which to me makes him the most masculine man in Hollywood.
100%.
So I think that's actually, I don't disagree at all with anything you said. I do think it is interesting because there's a line in this movie after their first night together that Ennis looks to Jack Twist and says, I'm not queer, to which Jack Twist says, me neither.
Yeah.
And to me, that is code for them, not saying that they're not gay, but saying we can't be gay.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
we can't allow that. And you can see Jack's hesitation to even respond back with that same thing, and only doing it as a way to calm Ennis down, basically. Like,
Well, in Ennis, Jack is a little more at peace with who he is, which creates so much of the tension in the movie because Jack's fine going out and cruising and finding a new partner, even though he's in love with Ennis. Ennis only experiments with Jack, has all of this pent up rage and anger and resentment towards himself, this sense of duty and this sense of shame about it that Jack doesn't have. And he spends so much of his life burying his feelings that whenever he does express them, they're these explosions of rage.
Yeah.
It's two different kinds of self-loathing playing out on screen.
Yeah.
To go back to your point about this losing to Crash, I know it's a sensitive subject, but I am also convinced the only reason it didn't win Best Picture was because of the reputation that it had and because people were afraid to vote for it.
Like Ang Lee won Best Director.
I know.
It's crazy that he won Best Director and then,
Who did Heath Ledger lose to for Best Actor?
He lost to Philip Seymour Hoffman in Capote,
Oof.
which is a good role and a good performance.
It's a good performance, but like it doesn't have the staying power.
Yeah, I would have given it to Ledger.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger's better.
He is. I'm not disagreeing. But here's what I wanted to say. Even if they didn't want to give it to Brokeback Mountain, Capote, Munich, Good Night and Good Luck, all nominated for Best Picture, they were right there.
Munich's the only one that's within spitting distance of this movie.
But they were safer bets you could have had versus going for the, hey, racism's bad, right? Movie. Like, it is so funny for Crash, a movie, quote unquote, about how racism is bad, to lose to a movie about...
Did it win any other Oscars aside from Best Picture? Like, I don't think it did.
That's a great question. Actually, JT, can you look that up while I finish this point?
78th Academy Awards. Still mad about it.
Nathan has that shit tattooed on his chest.
But for them to say, we're not going to give it to...
It's one of Nathan's 2 tattoos.
We're not going to give it to the gay romance movie. We're going to give it to the bad racism movie. And it's just like, if you need any more proof of that, here's one example that directly supports this idea, because there's a very famous quote about this movie from famed actor Ernest Borgnine, who said, I know they say it's a good picture. He did say that. He said that a lot.
That's my favorite Ernest Borgnine quote.
Yep. He said, I know they say it's a good picture, but I don't care to see it. If John Wayne were alive, he'd be rolling over in his grave.
Well, fuck John Wayne, first of all.
Fuck John Wayne.
John Wayne.
Fuck John Wayne.
Yeah, who gives a flying fuck what John Wayne thinks?
Second of all, John Wayne wasn't a fucking real cowboy. He was an actor. And these guys are not cowboys. They're sheep herders. Anyway, if I had to describe this movie, though, it's especially in relation to other movies that we've done on the show, I would say this feels like, when I felt this when I was watching it, this feels like a version of what would have happened at the end of Call Me By Your Name. Like if, Timothée Chalamet and Armie Hammer were able to let their relationship kind of grow a little bit. I feel like Armie Hammer falls into the Ennis role and Timothée Chalamet falls into the Jack Twist role. Like, I couldn't help but think about those comparisons.
The difference being the inescapable power dynamic of Call Me By Your Name, which isn't necessarily present here.
Yes.
But I do agree with that. They're both master classes in yearning.
So Crash won Best Picture.
Go up real quick here. It was nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role for Matt Dillon.
What?
Fuck that.
I know. It was also nominated for Best Original Screenplay.
That's fucking crazy.
And then I saw it Best Film Editing.
It won Best Film Editing. Let me take over real quick so I can just scroll real quick.
JT's not doing a great job.
For Best Original Screenplay, it won Best Original Screenplay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Christ? Or Crash?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Crash.
Jesus Crash.
It would be fine if they were like, this is a makeup year. We've nominated David Cronenberg's Crash for all these awards.
Yep. I'm just looking real quick. Yeah, he was also nominated, Paul Haggis, for Best Director.
Ugh.
Best Original Song, In the Deep.
Sure.
By Kathleen Bird York. And yeah, that's it.
The disdain with which you said Bird York.
Bird York. Go fuck yourself, Crash. Anyway, one last thing I want to say before we get to the info dump is...
We're not even to the fucking info dump yet? Jesus Christ.
There were a lot of people attached to this movie before we got the version we got. Gus Van Sant wanted to make this movie with Matt Damon as Ennis and Joaquin Phoenix as Jack.
Sure.
I don't hate that idea. I think that would be a very interesting movie.
Yeah. Matt Damon supposedly turned it down because he's like, I've played a gay guy like twice in a row. I can't do this like for the hat trick right now, which is a very funny anecdote. It's hard to tell how serious he was about that.
Because it was Talented Mr. Ripley and what else?
Well, he said, I just did a gay movie and I just did a cowboy movie.
Gay Will Hunting.
I can't do a gay cowboy movie right after is what he said.
Oh, okay.
I know it's Talented Mr. Ripley for the gay movie. I don't know what cowboy movie he's referring to.
I don't know.
So we're just going to ignore that I said Gay Will Hunting.
Yes,
I heard you. I gave you a slight chuckle.
We heard it.
I gave you a slight chuckle, but let's get into the info dump.
Okay.
He played a horse.
What?
Excuse me? When did he play a horse?
Wait. What?
In Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron.
Oh.
Okay, you're right.
He played a horse.
That movie everyone remembers.
I don't know why I was thinking live action.
I thought he was in the suit for Hidalgo.
Was that the Western he was referring to?
I guess. I don't know. But anyways, the year is 2005. As we mentioned, the director is Ang Lee. Of course, the director of Hulk, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and Life of Pi. The movie stars, I love Roger Ebert in his billing order. Anne Hathaway as Lorene Twist.
Hell yeah.
Michelle Williams as Alma Del Mar. Jake Gyllenhaal as Jack Twist. Randy Quaid as Joe Aguirre. And Heath Ledger as Ennis Del Mar.
Wow.
The budget was $14 million. This thing cleaned up. It grossed $179 million worldwide.
Wow.
Ooh, goddamn. No thanks to fucking Alabama.
I know, right? Yeah, JT. Currently has an 88% on Rotten Tomatoes. It was nominated for Best Picture, Best Actor for Heath Ledger, and as I mentioned, he lost to Philip Seymour Hoffman and Capote. Best Supporting Actor for Jake Gyllenhaal. I love that they split them up so they had better chances of winning.
Yeah.
But he lost to George Clooney in Syriana, a performance we all remember. Best Supporting Actress for Michelle Williams, who lost to Rachel Weisz in The Constant Gardener. As we mentioned, Ang Lee did win Best Director, the first POC to win the award. Which
Wow.
was pretty great. Very deserving.
Damn.
His acceptance speech is beautiful if you haven't seen it, by the way. Look it up. It also is the winner for Best Film for the David Lean Award for Direction, Best Adapted Screenplay, and Best Supporting Actor at the BAFTAs, as well as 5 other nominations. And lastly, also winner of Best Drama Motion Picture, Best Motion Picture Director, Best Motion Picture Screenplay, and Best Motion Picture Original Song for A Love That Will Never Grow Old by Emmylou Harris at the Golden Globes, as well as 3 other nominations.
And fuck you, Crash.
There's no drink of the film, but I am going to pop open a can of beans.
Baby.
No.
Drink it.
Yeah.
Drink it, though.
I might eat them on mic. I don't care.
No, I'm going to throw up.
Chug it.
No,
Chug it. Chug it. Chug it.
Chug it.
Yeah, show Michael Myers who's boss. You're going to chug beans while he chugs peanut butter.
Now put that spoon down.
Nathan, no.
Yeah.
This man is eating cold beans.
Alec, come see this shit.
Wait, hold on. Begs the question: refried or baked?
They're the baked beanie weenies.
Oh, God. That room's going to smell crazy.
And update, they taste like shit.
Yeah, of course they do. You're eating cold beans.
Anything for the bit.
At least Anderson Jack had the good graces to fucking heat them up over a campfire. God.
And I'm washing them down with a pink Pinot Grigio, like a piece of shit. Like,
The
just
fuck is happening in Florida?
Dog, you're going to have to leave halfway through this episode. Anyway, I watched the Ebert and Roper.
Nathan, turn your camera off. I can't watch this.
Oh, he's still going.
Yeah.
I watched the Ebert and Roper clip of this where they included it in their top 10 of the year. Roger Ebert's written review gave it 4 out of 4 stars. There's some truly insightful stuff in here. He said, when he was taught by his father to hate homosexuals, Ennis was taught to hate his own feelings, which I feel like that is the movie in a nutshell.
That's it.
He also said, Brokeback Mountain has been described as a gay cowboy movie, which is a cruel simplification. It is the story of a time and place where 2 men are forced to deny the only great passion either one will ever feel.
Mm-hmm.
Their tragedy is universal. It could be about two women or lovers from different religious or ethnic groups, any forbidden love.
Yeah.
It could be a melodrama, and it could be just a gay cowboy movie.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. Nathan, you look like you're about to vomit.
It does. I was really just thinking about it. It's fascinating that he frames it as though if it makes you more comfortable to watch this, just know this is a good love movie, like a good love story.
Yeah.
But he's right. Like, they're never fulfilled by anything. Ennis is constantly quitting jobs. Like, he doesn't, he has this sense of duty to his family, but he's still, barely there in a way that matters.
I'm going to make a joke that is a reference to an Archer bit, but this is how I feel. Because when he first is in the back seat with Anne Hathaway and she gets topless, and I'm like, girl, nobody's that gay. Like, I don't know why you can't be a little, shed a smile right there, guy. Come on. Anyway, by the way, on Ebert and Roper, he put Crash as his #1 film of 2005, and Brokeback Mountain was his #5.
Nice.
Incorrect.
So he got it wrong quite often.
Yeah.
Classic Roper.
So let's watch the trailer, fellas, which I love that YouTube, I think it's Rotten Tomatoes classic trailers, refer to this as the Randy Quaid movie.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we're going to watch the trailer for it right now.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the trailer for this movie.
I'm going to need you to stay by the camp, Clark.
It turns into The Revenant for a second there.
Wow, they already had the score for the trailer.
Yeah. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to put this in the episode because YouTube's going to flag it because it's just the score and then brief little glimpses of audio, but we'll try.
And me slurping beans on mic.
God damn it. I'm going to throw up. Michelle Williams, even when they try to make her look like
Dowdy.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, please.
Yeah. No, that was my big takeaway when I watched The Fabelmans. I was like, can you blame Seth Rogen? Oh, man. Oh, God, that scene's incredible.
Yeah.
It is.
I still think my favorite bit of this movie is when he asks where his wife is, and the guy goes, condiment aisle. He goes,
what? I like that line.
Ketchup.
Oh,
man.
I mean, that line was a joke, right?
Yeah. Jake Gyllenhaal's talked about that in interviews where he felt like his performance, this thing that like broke his heart to do, like became a punchline. Oh, God, that shot is incredible.
that is the most epic shot of all time.
Yeah.
So good.
When Ennis goes Dalton on them from Roadhouse.
God. So I'm going to put the movie on real quick so we can have it kind of play.
Thanks.
So you're not eating beans alone, Nathan.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I think I'm done. I've had my share.
I was impressed with you taking one bite,
One would have been good.
but you kept going.
I took like 6 bites.
I know, man.
Yeah, you continued after the bit. Like, we were watching a trailer and you were just eating beans.
I don't like these, but I disgusted my wife the other day by coming to the defense of Vienna sausages, and I just want to take the temperature in the room. Am I alone here? They're good. Is that just my backwoods talking?
You're on an island from me, buddy.
I love a Vienna sausage.
Thank you.
Dude, there's something nostalgic, I think, about
Yeah.
it, but I don't reach for them. I don't buy them. I don't.
Well, it's because we all used to have one, right? Like before we became men.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, yeah, definitely used to have one.
I completely forgot.
We can't all have a Nathan's Famous.
I completely forgot
God damn it.
that this was a period piece movie.
DC, we're trying to do bits. Would you fuck off for a minute?
Yeah, we're trying to have some joke arounds on the Brokeback Mountain episode.
God, just let us laugh for a second. God.
Yeah, we ain't had Mally on for a while.
Yeah.
We're just trying to catch up.
You're right. Continue with your dick Vienna sausage jokes.
Nathan and I haven't haven't done bits together in months.
The trailer made me fucking cry.
I don't know. Me too, dude. I was about to weep right into my beans.
DC, one more thing before we move on.
Please.
Y'all forget this was a period piece?
Oh my God, absolutely.
Well, because it's like, you could almost not even put that little lower third in here and it would still feel modern because like these men still drive trucks like this, and still dress like this, and they don't have the latest technology, you know?
I think I was typing my notes when that lower third came up, so I completely missed it.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until after they get off the mountain and they get back and Jake Gyllenhaal gets in his like 1910 truck. And I was like, what the fuck is happening?
Same situation. I played the movie and I guess I went to let the dogs out or something. And then I asked Christy, I was like, what time is this set in?
Brokeback Mountain.
I didn't know there was the year that came up right at the beginning. And I was like, oh shit, I feel dumb as fuck now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's like they come back from the mountain and like, they're like, all right, I might be back next summer. Bye. And then Jake Gyllenhaal just gets in the fucking Jeepers Creepers mobile and fucks off. And I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Well, there's that moment where Randy Quaid looks at him and says, the 60s are an exciting and dangerous time. But this movie's so good at showing the passage of time through small wardrobe and hair changes. Like the moment when Anne Hathaway's hair grows 2 inches taller every time there's a time jump.
Every decade.
It really got me. But it was the moment when she showed up with the Farrah Fawcett, like feathered out hair. I was like, hell yeah, we're in the 70s now, baby.
And then Jake Gyllenhaal just morphs into the third member of Brooks and Dunn by the end.
Oh,
well, I love that the way they show the passage of time with those two, with Ennis and Jack, is they just decide to grow sideburns. So yeah, now we're in the 70s. We get it.
They get the chops. I gasped at one point and my wife was like, what's going on? And I said, oh, it's just Anne Hathaway's hair is so tall. She's got the beehive going, baby.
I gasped seeing Jake Gyllenhaal in this Canadian tuxedo. This thing was hot on him.
Dude, Jake Gyllenhaal has some of the best fits I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
There were multiple times in this movie I was struck by just how handsome both of them are. Like, they are movie stars in a way that we just truly don't really have anymore outside of like, what, Michael B. Jordan? Like, just marquee matinee idols. Like,
also, as much as I fully support a good denim jacket, I mean, I own like 7.
God bless.
One nitpick about this movie, horrible sledding attire.
Oh yeah, when they go sledding in the snow,
Like when Heath rolls up on that hill with the sled and a denim jacket, I'm like, you fucked up, bud. That's not gonna keep you warm.
And speaking of movie actors, you remember when Randy Quaid was a good actor and wasn't fucking crazy?
Oh man, it's been a minute.
He's doing some good work in this movie. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
This was, I think, the end of it, right?
Yeah. This was literally because if you don't know the story behind it, he sues Focus Features after this movie comes out because he goes, you guys tricked me into thinking this was some little art house indie movie. You didn't tell me it was a blockbuster. We're like, we didn't think it was going to be a blockbuster. What are you talking about?
He also, this was a couple of years from now, from this point was when he was posting like videos of himself naked on the internet saying, the people who murdered Heath Ledger are coming for me. Like,
oh man, I missed that bit of the internet.
He's an interesting cat.
He slowly morphs into his character from Independence Day.
Hello, boys.
So Jack, who is played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and Heath, who's played by Ennis, are hired. Oh, I got that backwards. I'm sorry. Jack, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, and Heath Ledger, playing Ennis, are hired by Joe, Randy Quaid, to herd sheep on Brokeback Mountain. They head up to the mountain, set up camp, herd the sheep, and basically just waste time for a couple of weeks dicking around. Nathan's got a mouthful of beef.
Okay, I may not have had dinner yet, so country boys make do is what I'm saying.
I haven't had dinner yet either, and I'm not huffing down beans. What the fuck?
So Randy Quaid tells them, like, last summer I had a 25% loss of my sheep, and I'm just like, where did they go?
He says they got struck by lightning, I think.
Oh, wow, I missed that.
I think so, yeah.
Again, sheep fucking suck.
Well, speaking of the sheep, for those who don't know, the sheep in this movie are mostly CGI. They're not there on camera. Ang Lee hates working with sheep. I forgot what movie he said it. He had done a movie before this one that had a bunch of sheep. He's like, I'll never fucking work with sheep again. In fact, There's a nice GIF on Reddit where they explain how they just basically made the sheep and then just duplicated them a bunch of times.
They use that Helm's Deep technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah.
They just copied and pasted.
Just copy and paste a bunch of sheep.
Again, I'm with Ang Lee. Sheep fucking suck. Are they adorable? Sure. Are they fucking annoying? Absolutely.
So Mally, there's that one shot in the movie where Jake Gyllenhaal is just like carrying a sheep by its hind legs. Have you done that? Is it harder than it looks?
Everything is.
Including his little Vienna sausage. So anyways, what I have to say now, Nathan, is you've realized you've gotten to the point of this bit of eating these beans where at the end you are going to have to drink bean water. I hope you've come full circle. You've realized that.
Oh, no, it was green bean water.
I know, but bean water all the same.
Yeah.
You're right. That is maybe the most obscure callback you could make.
I know. I'm cherry picking here.
No, but I do love...
Do it.
I'm considering getting myself a can of beans.
Let the white trash flow through you.
Okay, fine. One sec.
Oh my God, he's going to chug the beans. We got him to do it.
If I do this and then we can just talk about the movie, I know it's my fault.
Yeah.
Nathan, this is an audio medium. This is only for us here in the room. No one's
DC.
seen it. Oh
hell
my
yeah,
God.
he's doing it. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
You know what? I got to give him props. I got to give it to him.
You know, this is a movie that matters to people.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait. Pause real quick. One more thing. Take your shirt off.
He's gonna throw up, guys. He's gonna do it.
I didn't like it.
You look so sick.
I didn't like it.
You look like you're having the worst fucking time.
All right. I think the bean bit has ran its course.
You're right. Well, it will run its course in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it will about an hour from now, so we better start talking.
Oh, God.
Oh, DC's gonna have to do so much editing in the sounds.
Just cut out all the stomach churning noise.
So, okay, I will talk about the movie now.
Please, go ahead.
So I got traumatized by a horse when I was little.
So Jack at one point says he can't please his old man. He's talking about how he has a bad relationship with his parents. And we come to find out, like, holy shit, that's so accurate.
Uh-huh.
And then he asks if Ennis's folks ran him off. And it all just feels like they're feeling each other out, right? Like Jack, they know something about each other the second they see one another, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This whole first section of the movie is incredible because there's all of these, like, small, subtle, unspoken cues, them trying not to meet each other's eyes, them not looking at each other when they're changing. And it's just incredible wordless acting here.
Uh-huh.
And Ang Lee's blocking is unbelievable.
I was going to say, and accompanied by that are these incredible, gorgeous landscape shots. Like, Dion Beebe for Memoirs of a Geisha beat Rodrigo Prieto for cinematography at the Academy Awards. But man, this movie is like, I rarely see landscape shots like that kind of take my breath away.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Every frame's a painting.
Every frame in this movie certainly is, yeah.
And Memoirs of a Geisha is a gorgeous looking film,
Yeah.
but I don't get emotional looking at the landscape in that movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And to its credit, because they are out in like this isolated area, like this movie is so quiet and introspective for the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like these two barely say anything to one another. It's just two guys working the land. And honestly, because of that, they barely get to know each other. It's not until they're drinking around a campfire where we find out anything about them. And really, the only thing we find out at this point is, oh, Ennis is planning on getting married when they come down from the mountain.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it.
Not a cell phone in sight, just living in the moment.
Just two dudes vibing out in the woods.
Uh-huh.
It's incredible because Heath Ledger is 25 making this movie.
Wow.
And Jake Gyllenhaal is only 24.
That's wild.
With a little bit of age makeup and not even that much, they are able to somehow get around the fact that later on in the movie, Heath Ledger's daughter is Kate Mara, who is only 4 years younger than him.
Yeah,
and I'm
I
like, I buy it.
Yeah,
I buy it.
God, this movie makes me miss cigarettes.
He like has like this real world ruggedness to his performance from the age of like, I'm assuming he's probably like 18, 19 in this movie.
In the short story, they're 19 when they meet. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much wisdom and experience both of them possess throughout this thing.
Ooh, there was the bean shot.
That was my next note. So many beans in this thing.
Lots
it's
of
just
beans.
crazy.
That beautiful bean footage.
I was going to make that joke earlier, and I decided to think better of it, but I'm glad you brought it up.
This is also around the time they're talking to the guy who delivers their supplies to the camp, and Ennis says he doesn't eat soup.
Yeah.
What about y'all? We soup men on this podcast? I love a soup.
I love me some soup.
I've had soup like 4 times this week.
Hell yeah.
I love me a good soup. I like stews more, like a
Mm.
beef stew or something.
Oh, how about a chowder?
I love a chowder.
Yep, little clam chowder.
I'm not a chowder guy.
Interesting.
You know? Not really, no.
I made pho the other night, and it's hit the spot.
I like some chicken and dumplings.
Okay.
I like beef stew, yeah.
All right.
Oh, hell yeah. I had a pot pie for lunch. It was delicious.
Hell yeah.
Pot pie, a hard chicken and dumplings.
Yeah.
A hard soup. I thought you were going to say a hard soup.
I mean, let's be real. It's basically just stew and a pie.
It's soup pie, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what a French dip is.
Yeah.
It's hard soup.
It's
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
soup. So I'm glad to hear that from everybody.
It's crazy to me that this was just what life was at this time if you didn't have an education. Like,
Yeah.
Ennis talks about
Have you been back to Alabama or Indiana lately? This is what life is like without an education now.
This is what it's still like.
Yeah.
He talks about I had to drop out of school because I couldn't get the transmission in my truck to work. So I just stopped going to school.
Oh my God, that's an incredible monologue.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That happened to like 3 kids a week at my high school.
Mallory's graduated class was like 6 people.
I wasn't one of them.
It started off with 78 and they just whittled them down because of the carb troubles they were having.
And like one sheep that managed to get through all the classes.
Hey, valedictorian.
There's no rule that says a sheep can't play basketball.
Yeah, he got a scholarship to Duke.
Yep.
Legitimately, DC, I think your numbers aren't far off. I think my freshman class was like 130 and our graduating class was like 70 something.
That's so great. Can I tell you, when I was in like 2nd grade, I went to a private school before my mom eventually switched us over to public school. But that graduating class that year, because it was K through 12, was like 3 people. And I think it was 2 boys and 1 girl. And I'm like, the prom for that must have been crazy. Anyway,
Just one couple dancing and then just one in the corner fucking fuming.
it was one cuck sitting in the prom just watching. And you know what? He didn't win Homecoming King either. The other one got it.
So they had a fucking I've never fucking
Mally's speechless.
How much of this hour has been about the movie?
Well, I'll get back to it because on a particularly cold night,
homecoming cuck.
the 2 share the inside of Jack's tent, and in their slumber, Jack innocently pulls Ennis's arm over him to embrace, or even just to keep warm, honestly.
Yeah.
And Ennis starts to resist very violently at first, but
Yes.
the 2 do end up having very passionate sex for the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to sort of surprise both of them, but it implies that Jack has done this before.
Yeah.
Like Jack is the more experienced of the 2.
Yeah.
But he's picking up on all the cues.
Mm-hmm.
But it also gives you a preview of how angry and like volatile Ennis can be when he doesn't really know how to express himself.
Yes. And I mean, I wouldn't know firsthand, but the scene does feel genuine of how something like this would happen between 2 closeted men in an isolated situation. Like,
Yeah.
the way Ennis gets defensive and confused, but then embraces the passion instantly and becomes the more dominant one.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, he kind of gives himself over to what he's wanted to do. I mean, he even hints at it in the previous scene. He tells him, "You may be a sinner, but I ain't had the opportunity." And now he seizes the opportunity.
Yeah. And for such a very intense scene, it is also simultaneously very tender.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's very real how neither of them say anything about it in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, you can see Jack wanting to address it, but Ennis just kind of, without even really saying anything, shuts it down.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said earlier, when both of them say to each other, they're, I'm not queer, it is almost a way of saying this can't last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, at this point in time, this was so obviously beyond the pale and so absolutely not acceptable that even in the direst of circumstances, this just couldn't be. And it's like, much like Jurassic Park, love finds a way. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You had me there till the last sentence, dog.
You really James Gunned that one.
Yeah.
A good serious scene and had to finish it with a fucking joke.
The only thing I do want to say about this, I listened to, I think it's the La Culturistas, the two hosts from that, Bo and Yang, and I forget the other guy's name, but they said that the only reason this scene isn't believable is because for a first time, gay relationship, that they wouldn't necessarily have penetrative sex, that it would just be too painful or whatever. And I don't want to harp on that for anything, but I think for the movie, you kind of need that in order to sell how passionately these two feel about one another.
It's a dam breaking.
Yeah.
I mean, it is the passion like takes over. And what's interesting is it gives you this full contrast because the first night that they hook up, they're fucking.
Yeah.
And the next time that they hook up, they are making love. Like there is you can see a difference in a transition there.
Yeah. And I don't think they even have that passionate of actual sex in the movie other than that one scene. I think every other time it is, like you said, it's making love or it's them passionately kissing one another. But
it's also the only time it happens on camera. The rest of it is they've just finished. They're having pillow talk or they're
so smart to do it that way too.
Yeah.
They're leaving, they're ending a tryst. It's the end of a weekend or a long week together where they haven't spent any time talking. As Jack tells us later in the movie, he had a full week to tell Jack, I'm not able to come see you again anytime soon. And it's just, you can tell that like, that's all they're doing up until they have the conversations that are actually moving the story along. It's a really interesting way to show the progression of the story.
Yeah.
And so Joe Aguirre spies on Jack and Ennis from afar as the two are literally frolicking shirtless.
They're wrestling.
Yeah, well, let's be honest. He's the weird one for watching them.
Dude.
100%.
Yeah, he's the voyeur who's then like, "Ha, I caught you," and it's like, well, "No, you're a creep."
Yeah. But he brings news to Jack that his uncle is sick in the hospital, and Jack tells him, "Well, there's not much I can do up here on the mountain, so." Oh, well.
Yeah.
And Joe strolls into camp like, "Hello, boys, I'm back."
I started spacing out and was just watching the movie, and then you started fast forwarding, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
I'm just trying to catch up with where Dustin's giving out to.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just give her brother a heads up. I was locked in.
Ang Lee is so good at nonverbal storytelling and visual storytelling. Like the bit, like one of my favorite bits is when the storm hits and Heath takes his hat off to catch hail in it to see what the size is. And he knows, okay, I can't go back down the mountain. They get stuck together. And you're left knowing they are neglecting their duties. They're probably going to get fired, even if they hadn't been caught hooking up.
Yeah.
I wanted to bring that up. Even the first night where they did hook up, and this goes back to the herd, and there was a lamb that was killed that night.
Had been gutted. Yeah.
It's almost like a sacrifice of what they did.
Yeah. It is very symbolic of, something dying in this process.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Joe returns later on and tells the boys they have to come back down because the storm is coming in. Ennis is furious at the notion of receiving less pay. And Jack tries to playfully cheer him up by lassoing him around his feet. But this is where I think maybe they're most...
It gets scary.
Yeah, because Ennis does not find this fun, does not find this playful, and starts, he punches Jack very hard.
Yeah.
And the two kind of get into a scuffle. But back in town, the two basically shake hands and walk away as if nothing happened.
Ennis holds it together until Jack drives away.
Yes.
And then he breaks down. He crashes out in that alleyway.
Yeah, in like the alley.
He has a panic attack. Yeah. Battles with his own inner turmoil.
Yeah.
It's also important to know where Ennis says, "I forgot my shirt on the mountain."
Yep, that was going to be my next note. He says, "I accidentally left my shirt up on the mountain." And we'll come back to that at the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
So we get kind of a montage here. This is where it was interesting because first time seeing this movie, I was like, okay, so we're going to have like this, it happened one night. And then the repercussions of that. I didn't realize this was going to be a lifetime spanning love story.
Oh, yeah.
I had forgotten about that, actually. For some reason in my head, I was like, oh, this is like over the course of like a year or two. And then, it kept jumping forward.
No, it's decades. Yeah. So we get a montage of Ennis marrying his fiancée, Alma, played by Michelle Williams.
Who is unbelievably good in this movie.
Oh, my God.
When is she bad?
No, you're right.
Even in Venom, she's good.
It's the moment where like she does so much without a word, though. Like the scene where she catches them kissing and it's the tracking shot of her walking into the kitchen, just you see her processing it or trying to process it, and it kills me.
Yeah.
I had to look away. I was just like, oh my God. It was heartbreaking for her.
We'll break that scene down when we get there. But yeah, there's a nice montage of them two spending time together. They have children. They get a house together. Ines is working odd jobs.
And they're so horny for each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like they are, like no wonder they already have 2 kids within the next time it cuts to a new scene.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but he also is clearly not getting certain things. I mean, there's the very telling moment when they're becoming passionate and he turns her over in the bed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, you know, I just think that scene is so loaded.
Yeah. And at the same time, Jack tries to get more work through Joe the next summer, but Joe refuses to hire him and chastises him for the fraternization the two had up on the mountain.
Right.
And very clearly telling you, I'm not hiring you because I saw you doing gay stuff without doing that and doing it in this much more menacing undertones. He literally says, you know, you were stemming the rose is the way he refers to it as, which is a phrase I was not familiar with.
Yeah. Me neither. And that line that we heard in the trailer, you boys sure found a way to pass the time up there.
That's worse to me than saying I caught you guys having sex up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and he gives him, I mean, this is the thing, before all the star whacker things came out about him, like he, which is what he called the people who were supposedly trying to murder him.
Mm-hmm.
Randy Quaid was a fantastic actor.
Yeah. I'm saying.
Just the side eye he gives from that desk tells you, I will murder you if you're in my office any longer.
Yeah. Yep.
It's an incredible performance.
So we got a pretty great scene where Ines is taking Alma and his 2 girls to this, I'm assuming 4th of July festival at a campground.
Yeah.
And there's these 2 bikers that are coming up behind him and they're just loudly talking about how much pussy they can get there and everything.
Yeah.
And Ines asks them to, you know, respectfully be nice because there's little girls around. They say, fuck you. And so it is so clearly on the nose, but when he literally turns around and kicks the shit out of this guy as the fireworks start in the background, it's so cinematic, but it is so good.
It is.
It's so fucking epic, dude.
Yeah. So badass.
But may I say, it does suck that these 2 guys are talking nasty in front of the children.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They brought a baby to a fireworks display.
I know.
And when I see that, I get so annoyed.
I know. But also, like, the only time we see these children up to this point is they are crying. And
they only scream.
They're bawling their eyes out at this scene. I'm like, this is not going to help, my guy, these fireworks.
Right.
But at the same time, Jack moves to Texas and returns to the rodeo, as he talked about before, to make some money.
Yeah.
And he's making passes at rodeo clowns, but not getting any takers.
Same.
And there he meets King of the Hill character, Lorene, played by Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Whom he eventually marries and has a kid with himself.
He watches Lorene ride a horse and the look on his face is basically like, shucks, hell, maybe I do like girls. It's an incredible performance from Gyllenhaal.
The smile she gives him when he hands her hat is, she's stunning in this movie, even if she is done up like Jessie from Toy Story 2. And I remember I don't want to harp on it too much, but I do remember the first time I saw this film. No one warned me beforehand that Anne Hathaway got topless, and I was not ready. I'm just going to let you guys know.
This was the part of her career where she was trying really hard to separate herself from like her Disney years.
Mm-hmm.
Like she did this in Havoc in the same year.
Mm-hmm.
And she also would like not put things like Ella Enchanted and Princess Diaries on her resume. I read a thing that said she was introduced to Ang Lee as a Broadway actress because he had no idea who she was.
Didn't she audition for this while filming Princess Diaries?
She did, yeah. And so,
like, I think she was in full Princess Diaries getup, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there was she asked Ang Lee's manager to tell him something like, please apologize to him. I promise I can look dowdy or like country if I need to, but I am in full like Genovian beat right now.
That's so funny.
Well, it's also like she has that reputation of being a quote unquote theater kid actor, right? And I feel like she was trying to break from that mold at that time of like doing more serious work.
I don't understand why people don't like her. I feel like she's one of those.
Her.
I do too.
She's
and I feel
great.
like she's one of those actors that like the internet collectively decided to shit on. And I don't know if it's because of when she hosted the Oscars with James Franco, but that probably didn't help.
Oh, one of my bosses that I work with quite regularly hates Anne Hathaway. And
One
it's
of my
not like
managers
they
as well, yeah.
They didn't do a movie together and something bad happened.
Yeah.
She just hates her with a passion. Like,
So
gets
weird.
upset if you bring her up.
That's wild.
I do like the line, though, where they are fooling around in the back seat of her car.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm not moving too fast, am I? And he says, fast or slow? I just like the direction you're going. And I was like, that is the smoothest fucking line.
He's
Yeah.
so slick.
Yeah.
He's so slick.
That's a good line.
That's a smooth line.
That's a good line.
Right before that, they have a meet cute at the line dance, and I had a couple of things to ask. One, is a line dance the last place that any of y'all would want to end up?
Oh, it's definitely on my top of my list of places I don't want to be. I'll tell you that.
I love a line dance.
That's where I was raised. Continue.
Sure. Two, Ashley, as soon as that scene started, said, and they say white people don't have culture. And she laughs when I reach for my phone now. Like, when I know, like, she knows I'm writing down something she said.
Well, it's a good juxtaposition, too, because even though, you know, Jack is with Lorene now and she's rich and he's living this life where he's got a kid, but he clearly wants more and she can't give it to him.
Right.
You know, coupled with Alma and Ennis struggling
Yes.
every day to barely get by, him working these odd jobs. And
This man rolling up and handing her the babies while she's restocking a shelf is fucking crazy.
it's nuts. And then them just looking at each other when she goes, well, what about my job? And they just have that stare off for a moment. It's
Oh
just
my
like,
God. Right.
Dude, Ennis is a piece of shit to his family. This entire movie.
He's not great.
He's always got one foot out the door.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because he's not happy and he can't communicate why.
He's trying to make it work.
The amazing scene at the 4th of July thing was the last respectful thing.
Yeah.
Like his wife's already like, you know, doing that. And then it's all downhill.
Oh, see, I think she hated that he did that.
Oh, yeah. No, she didn't. You can see the look on her face.
Yeah, but the intentions were saying, hey, don't talk like that in front of my kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
But it's also, you can chart when he stopped trying, when he stopped putting in the effort. Like, there's a moment where the girls ask, can we please go to the church picnic? And he's like, all right, as long as I don't have to sing. Like, he makes it a cute thing.
Yeah.
Cut to 10 minutes later in the movie, a few years down the line, they're asking, why can't we go to church? And he says, you know, fuck those fire and brimstone people.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe one of the smartest thing he says in the movie.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's because, like, the more he's honest with himself, the less happy he is at a certain point.
He's trying to fit a square peg in a round hole, and it's just not going to work, man. You're
If you'll
just standing off
forgive
the
the
edges.
Yeah.
I knew someone was going to make that joke, but I figured I'd power it on.
Sure.
God damn it.
So Jack sends Ennis a postcard at some point in the future, letting him know that he'll be in town soon if Ennis wants to reconnect. And Ennis responds with a postcard simply stating, you bet, which I thought was very funny.
Oh, it's so good. It's also like, yeah, and Jack writes in cursive, Ennis writes in regular
Chicken
typeface,
scratch.
like chicken scratch. And it is like Jack has a kid. He's locked in with this father-in-law that he hates. And as
Fuck
soon as that
that guy.
happens, he's like, I gotta get out of town. I gotta go
Yep.
see my old boyfriend. Like, he is backtracking as fast as he can.
Yeah.
But it's so great because Ennis, every time we see him with Alma, he's this gruff guy. He's mumbling under his breath. He's drinking himself into a stupor. And he gets his postcard and he tries his best to contain his excitement. But he is so thrilled at just the prospect of seeing Jack again. Like, the day that Jack is supposed to get there,
Yeah.
he is sitting by the window. There's like 12 beer bottles around him.
Yep.
And he's just like, he's bouncing his leg. He's so fucking stoked.
He's having one beer and he's like, yeah, we're gonna get dinner together, so don't even worry about fixing me a plate. And then cut to 2 hours later, she's clearing the table. He's got like 8 beers next to him.
Yeah.
And every time he smiles, it is like a bomb goes off.
Yeah.
It is like, it's so earned.
And yeah, Jack shows up, and this is where it's just poor planning on Ennis's part. I get you're excited, dude. You're excited to finally see this guy again after so long. But the guy gets out of his truck, and seconds later, Ennis grabs him by the collar, shoves him up against a wall, and they just start kissing so intensely. But you know that Alma is coming out to greet this man.
Right.
And he just can't contain himself.
He can't contain himself. Yeah.
And again, we've talked about it a little bit briefly, but the shot of Michelle Williams seeing these two kissing, her reaction is perfect.
Yeah.
Pitch perfect to what it needs to be. And it is insane for Ennis to then go inside and go,
bring
Alma,
him inside.
and then go, Alma, this is Jack Twist. And she's like, ah!
Mrs. Jack Twist, he's a friend of mine.
Wait, hold on. Did Moss just drop quite an impression?
That was not me.
I think that was Nathan.
I don't got that range.
I know, that's the beans talking, sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know Moss's voice could do that. Holy shit. Well done, Nathan. Although less impressive because, Nathan, we expect it from you.
Thank you.
He brings him inside. He goes, Alma, this is Jack Twist. But he's out of breath. And I'm like, dude, she's in that moment rethinking her entire relationship.
No, he's like adjusting his pants. He's like
wiping his mouth, like out of breath.
Yeah, he does. He literally comes in, wipes his mouth, and says, "Hey, this is Jack Twist." And neither of them can make eye contact with each other or her, but she is laser focused on both of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Like, from her perspective, she just caught this rugged, manly man, sheep herder husband that she has kids with.
Sure.
Violently kissing this man that she has never even heard of before.
Her entire life has suddenly been changed.
It's over for her, basically. Like, this relationship was already on the outs.
Yeah.
And then this happened. It's like, well, what do you do here? Because there's not really a time where you just get divorced like that.
Yeah.
You know?
And she tries to give him an errand so she can get him back earlier, and he fully deflects it. What I think is interesting here is that Jack tells Ennis that he left Randy Quaid's because Randy Quaid said Ennis hadn't been back. And that's not quite how the conversation went.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to know what you guys think about that. Do you feel like Jack is trying to keep things light? Is it Jack running away from his problems like usual? Like, why would he downplay it like that?
I think it's kind of all of the above.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because he knows that Ennis is concerned about what other people are going to think.
Sure.
And if he found out that Quaid's character said that he knows, then it might scare him out of this whole thing. And they'll never, he'll constantly be scared of it and not end it,
Yeah. And I mean, this scene here is kind of the whole crux of the movie because the two spend a night in a motel room reminiscing, and Ennis essentially tells Jack that there's no way that they can be together, but they agree to spend another weekend up at Brokeback Mountain. Alma is distraught but can't bring herself to confront Ennis about it.
I mean, Ennis says, "There's nothing we can do. I'm stuck with what I got here."
Mm-hmm.
Like that's his guiding light. Is he like the whole movie? He's afraid of what this means for who he's supposed to be. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know any other way other than surviving. It's easy for Jack to say, I can take a nest egg I've got from my, salesman job and move out west, build a ranch for us. We can have a life.
Yeah.
It's not as easy for Ennis to just torpedo all of that.
Right. Yeah. Well, and the reason for that is actually the story that he tells Jack about a man he knew when he was a kid that was gay and had a partner, and they lived in a house by themselves, and the town knew about it. And one day those two guys were beaten to death because they were just simply because they were gay.
Yeah.
And Ennis's dad made sure to take him and his brother out to bear witness to the dead man's body in this ditch out in the middle of nowhere. And Ennis even questions if maybe his dad was the reason those guys died. Maybe he did it himself.
Yeah.
And that is a very real fear that people even today have about embracing who they really are. And it is such a perfect way for this story to unfold because both these guys want this relationship.
Yeah.
But where Jack is like kind of laissez-faire about it and is like, it'll be fine. This is a very real reason to Ennis why they can't be together. And because Jack is constantly coming back to this idea. It's like, every few years when they re-meet up, they're like, we can get a ranch, we can do whatever. And he's like, I told you we can't do that.
Yeah.
All we have is Brokeback Mountain.
And it must feel insane, again, going back to growing up in conservative pockets of America, it must be insane having this decade-spanning love story where the era of free love is happening outside your window.
Yeah. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. Yes.
But Jack's a little more worldly and he's trying to come back and being like, it's not the craziest thing in the world that we could exist.
Yeah.
And again, having the story end in the 80s, like right on the eve of the AIDS crisis, when it would have introduced a whole other set of problems. Their problems never end, but they always had each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the That's the heartbreaking thing about this, is that they could have been happy and they just wouldn't let themselves.
Yeah.
But for very, very valid reasons.
Oh, for sure.
Is the thing.
Yes.
You know, it's not like Ennis is saying it out of a selfish reason why they can't be together or denying his sexuality. It's literally, I have a fear of us dying in a ditch like this man did.
Yes.
And one of the things that spurs on him telling that story about the two men, Earl and Rich, is Jack brings up Ennis's wife, Alma, and he says, "You shut up about Alma. This ain't her fault," which is such a specific phrasing. You know, it is. He has a sense of shame about this that Jack doesn't have, and a sense of duty to take care of this nuclear family that he's been told his entire life is what he's supposed to do.
Yep. And to that point, when we cut forward a little bit further and, you know, Ennis and Alma are arguing because she needs to take this extra shift and he can't watch the girls.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny because he goes to these girls right after just yelling at their mom in front of them and they're swinging on the swing set and he goes, "You girls need a push or something?" It's very funny to me.
I mean, he's not mad at them.
Oh, God.
It's such a smart change, a way to show the change of time, cutting to the girls being bigger on the swing set.
Yeah.
Like this movie doesn't feel the need to hit you with a lower third every time we shift. Like we're going to do small wardrobe changes. We're going to, you know, thin Heath Ledger's hair a little.
Visual storytelling at its best.
Beautiful visual storytelling. Absolutely.
And Anne Hathaway's hair grows 2 sizes that day. Over the years, Jack and Ennis continued to meet up a few times annually.
But the Grinch who lived on Brokeback Mountain did not.
And it's also every time they cut to Jack and his family, they use like the bright red colors and everything.
Yeah.
And Hathaway wearing the lipstick, and then it cuts to Ennis's family, and it is just like bleaker,
Drab.
Yeah.
But then we see the house that Jack grew up in.
Oh,
Look at like,
oh my God.
Not the house that Jack built.
No,
the house that
very
grew-
different houses.
Yeah.
That house is next door.
Yeah.
It makes me sick to my stomach to think about that white house, and not just because of the beans.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I did just I slurped that bean water, and I'm so sorry to our listeners.
Over the years, Jack and Ennis continue to meet up a few times annually, but both of their marriages begin to deteriorate.
Yeah.
Up to the point where Alma eventually divorces Ennis.
And it's interesting to see the difference in their marriages. Like, Jack kind of doesn't have any power in the family. He's a breadwinner, but he's not the person who's shouting the orders. He's not the one who's making the decisions.
Right.
And then it seems like Ennis is, but out of sheer force of will.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, they don't have a whole lot of options.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I mean, Jack only has his way of life because of his wife's family.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Otherwise, he'd be doing the same shit that Ennis is doing and just making ends meet, basically.
Yeah.
And also, though, Jack is arguably like the way he treats his family, like he's a family man. He cares about his son getting a tutor and him and his son driving the tractor and stuff like that.
Well, it's because I think Jack sees things the way they are.
Yeah.
Ennis sees things the way that he's been told they're supposed to be. And then Jack's a lot more realistic. He's like, yeah, I'm in love with this man. I want to be with a man.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make sure, and it bleeds into other parts of his life. I want to make sure that my child, my dyslexic child has a tutor. I want to tell my father-in-law, fuck off. I'm the man of the house, which is an incredible scene.
Yeah.
Great scene.
And ultimately, Jack is unfulfilled, but he does take those moments to claim the life he thinks he should have. Like, that's what he reaches for.
Yeah.
So the two go to Brokeback Mountain another time, and once again, Jack is pressuring Ennis to have this relationship, and Ennis is like, look, I got to tell you, this is probably the last time we'll be up here for quite a while. I got to work more.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's a little unreasonable because Jack gets very upset at this prospect, and I'm like, dude, Ennis tells him during this meetup, because his kids are right there with him. He's like, look, I got my kids this weekend. We can't really be together. And he missed the prior weekend and everything. And Jack is just like, he doesn't accept that as an answer. And so he goes to Mexico and begins picking up male prostitutes there.
Yeah.
This shot of him walking into the dark is so interesting.
Yeah.
It's like he's losing himself.
Yeah.
And there's a Thanksgiving kind of dichotomy here because we get the Thanksgiving scene. We'll start with Jax first. Yeah, he has this father-in-law that is always emasculating him, saying, I'll carve the turkey. You can't do a good job.
Yeah.
You know, the TV is on in the background. He wants to turn the TV off so the kids aren't distracted. The father-in-law turns it back on. He gets up and turns it back off. And I love he's like, sit down, you old bag of shit, basically.
Yeah.
The smile on Lorene's face is everything to me.
It's so good. She's like, finally, this man's going to stand up for himself.
Well, and it would be something an aggression this small that finally sets him off, right? Because he's been...
You're not going to emasculate me in my own house.
Right.
Dude, that's not small at all, man. I would go the fuck off, dude.
Sure.
Oh my God. What a piece of shit.
Remind me not to go to Thanksgiving at JT's house.
Oh, shit.
Try to change the channel.
On the flip side of that, at this point, Alma has married, I guess, her boss or her coworker from the grocery store. And, you know, they're raising the kids. Ennis is kind of out on his own, but they're having Thanksgiving together in Alma's new house.
He looks so fucking cool in this scene with his slick back hair and his bolo tie. He looks like Big Ed from Twin Peaks.
He sure does. Sure does.
It looks like he's trying.
He does trying.
Yeah. I give him props for like showing up to Thanksgiving at his wife's or his ex-wife's new husband or whatever.
And she's pregnant?
Yeah. I give him props for showing up because his kids wanted there.
Well, and they've clearly asked him over because he has nowhere to go. Like he's just living on his own. He's not taking care of himself. And
otherwise, he'd be eating beans out of a can at his trailer.
Yeah. What kind of asshole?
I mean, Ennis and Jack are both like the star-crossed lovers stereotype.
Yeah.
And like their love story is like such a Shakespearean tragedy.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
And it's I keep getting caught up in watching the movie instead of talking.
So do I. So do I.
And I feel awful about that.
No,
it's
you're
fine.
good.
It's fine.
But you're absolutely right. They're both so lonely in very different ways.
Yeah.
You think I like skipping parts around to keep up with the podcast?
No, you're fine, GT. You're fine. You're fine.
Well, you keep fucking doing it.
Well, I want to watch the movie.
This confrontation in the kitchen is intense. I mean, she tells him, like, Alma tells Ennis, I know what you've been doing. I tried to leave you hints for years that I knew what you were doing. And Ennis gets more upset and finally explodes. That's, you know, he can't have this conversation. Like, it's like he physically can't reckon with how he feels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she confronts him in the kitchen and says, you know, despite all those fishing trips you and Jack had over the years, you never brought fish home despite knowing I love fish. Your fishing rod still had the price tag on it.
I put a note on it.
He even like violently threatens her, like grabs her by the collar, basically.
I'm going to make you eat the floor is what he says.
Oof.
Well, it also could be stemmed from the fear, from the trauma from when he was a kid and his dad showed him that body was.
Right. What's going to happen to me if people know?
Yeah. If she knows, who else does she tell?
Yeah.
So he's trying to do everything he can to be like, no, that's not.
Yeah. And he's hanging out at this bar one day and just the sheer luck of having Linda Cardellini literally plop down in your lap. This dude just has these women throwing themselves at him.
I wrote down, Linda Cardellini, don't take your fucking shoes off in this bar.
Yeah, you know that floor is sticky.
Listen, she puts them in his lap. That is totally acceptable place for them to put them.
She's stepping on peanut shells.
Linda Cardellini can do whatever she wants, okay?
Fair enough.
I do want to say, I think she maybe quietly has one of the best careers ever, right? Like she's...
Oh, incredible. Good Burger? You kidding me?
Well, she's not a leading lady, but she always picks, for the most part, good projects and gives incredible performances in those projects.
Yes.
But she doesn't have the fear of like being like drowned out if she goes out in public, you know?
I rewatched, Ashley and I have been working through the MCU together, and we rewatched Age of Ultron.
Oh, yeah.
And I was honestly sort of like, she's giving a performance that's too good for this 4 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
She makes
She's
me
also too
believe
good
that
for Jeremy
anyone
Renner,
cares
but anyway.
about Jeremy Renner. What?
We said the same thing.
Oh, we did?
So we cut to a jump scare because there's a surprise David Harbour and a surprise Anna Faris.
Yeah.
David Harbour, who seems to be doing a John C. Reilly impression in this movie.
A little bit.
I don't know what he seems out of body.
Yeah.
Like, he seems like he's like, I don't know if you guys, this may be too online, but there was this.
I'm just going to space out during this whole rant.
There was this couple on TikTok that were like, it was the woman talking into the camera and her husband sitting next to her. And she goes, we're trying this exercise where we make love every day for a month to really reconnect ourselves. And this guy is not there. He has had the soul sucked out of him.
Sure.
I know exactly what video you're talking about.
that is what David Harbour looks like in this scene, just kind of just staring off into the middle distance.
Well, and then he doesn't really talk, and then finally they're sitting outside. And he goes, "Yeah, I don't want to be weird or nothing, but like, maybe we can go stay in like a cabin my buddy has together."
That was a very good John C. Reilly impression.
Yeah, and my wife just won't stop yapping.
God, just look this broad, just nagging and yapping.
We could go up there and do some stranger things together.
There'd be so much room for activities.
You can see my thunderbolt.
But it is interesting. There's a bit where Jack asks Anna Faris to dance, and David Harbour hesitates, like he's worried he just got caught being asked to dance. It's a really great bit of blocking. I love it.
Yeah.
But he makes a pass at Jake Gyllenhaal when they get outside, and I gotta ask, do we think he takes him up on the offer?
I do.
Yeah.
I do too.
I think when he's saying later on, when he says, "I've got this sweet thing with a foreman's wife," I think he's just going up there with David Harbour. I think David Harbour is also the character that Jack's dad mentions later.
Yeah.
That he was going to bring a friend up to start that's my theory anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, so they really had like a whole thing on the
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't put that together. Okay.
Brokeback Mountain 1.5 is tells that story.
Yeah, Timon and Pumbaa are back there doing a whole other story.
Yeah.
We do get another jump scare with Kate Mara as the grown-up daughter for Ennis and Alma.
I literally said out loud, "Oh, hi, Kate Mara."
And yeah, just so we're all clear, again, she's only 4 years younger than Heath Ledger.
Playing Alma Jr. And she looks so disappointed when he pulls up in a truck with Cassie, with Linda Cardellini. It's a really good moment.
Yeah.
It is so funny that he's just like, I guess I got Linda Cardellini. I don't know. And she's like, what do you do?
And when he tells Jack about Cassie, he says she's a waitress. She wants to go to nursing school or something. Like,
Or
he's
something.
so checked out and she's not. And that is like that's the tragedy of Linda Cardellini's character. She's playing this as a fully like, oh my God, I've met the man of my dreams. We're going to get married one day. Like, I hope that his kid likes me because I'm going to be her stepmom. Like,
yeah.
there's every scene with her is so loaded with subtext.
Yeah. And so the guys have their final trip up to Brokeback Mountain. And yeah, this is where Ennis tells Jack he can't see him as frequently as he would like to. And they get into a heated exchange at Ennis's unwillingness to relent. And Jack utters the famous line, "I wish I knew how to quit you."
God, it hits.
And he talks about like, I can't go on just getting fucked a couple of times a year by you. It's not enough.
Yeah.
Right. And it's one of those lines that is so ingrained in pop culture that you think it won't hit you when it happens.
Hits
and it
every
still
time.
is just like, for Ennis to say, "It's because of you, Jack, that I'm like this." Like,
God.
I'm like about to start crying
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like talking about it. Like, this scene is unbelievable.
Literally, if you just take this for what it is and, you know, cut out all of the cultural osmosis that this movie and this scene in particular has come to be known for, it has to be unbearable to meet up with the love of your life 2 to 3 times a year and be told over and over and over again that you two can't be together
Yeah.
It'll never work.
because of the societal pressure to conform. But then Jack reminds the audience that it's been almost 20 years of this back and forth,
Yeah.
which I gasped when he said that. I was
Yeah.
like, I did not realize it has been that long. I thought it was a couple of years.
Yeah.
This is a decade spanning film, Dustin.
I can't believe it.
Pay attention.
Well, and there's another moment in the movie where, like, I mean, they meet up 4 years after the first time they met at Brokeback Mountain. And when he says, "I'll see you at some point," and Jack says, "What, in 4 fucking years?"
Yeah.
And then there's a throwaway line by one of the, I think it's by Anne Hathaway. She says, "I just think it's, every couple of months, 2 or 3 times a year, you guys go meet and he never drives up here to see us."
Yeah.
And so, like, the frequency of the trips increase at one point and then it decreases at another point. Like, they ebb and flow through the years. And yeah, for him to say, like, "I can't be with you, but I will see you in a few months to have sex with you," is gotta be devastating.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a position where I feel for both of them in different ways.
Absolutely.
Like, Ennis is a man that is so beholden to the fear about what could happen that in this scene, it literally brings him to his knees. I'm like, I can't imagine having to live a life like that. Of
Yeah.
just constant denial and deflection and honestly kind of wasting your life.
Yeah.
It's devastating.
No, he's stuck. He's stuck in it's Arrested Development, like at its worst.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What were you about to say, JT?
Oh, nothing. I was talking about the timeline on how like one thing to do with the different kids and about how we they're growing up and stuff like that. But it was this scene when I realized that Jack's had a different truck every single trip.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Bigger coats and everything.
So I was like, okay, so this must be years on because, and then of course, Ennis Blessed Heart has the same truck the whole time.
Same jacket, same truck.
Yeah.
That's great.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
That's a great call out. Also, in this scene, when he crouches by the lake, Gyllenhaal has like a little bit of a punch.
Yeah.
Like he's gotten a little sedentary. Like that's another great detail.
Yeah.
A little doughy, yeah.
And again, his fit in that scene is just insane.
Unmatched.
Well, it's also good too when there's the two shot of them standing with the mountain behind them. You can see because of the way they're framed, because the direction that they're looking, that Jack's wedding ring is visible and Ennis's isn't.
Oh, wow.
It's very powerful when they show that wide shot. But yeah, they kind of split up here, and splitting up is happening elsewhere too, because Cassie and Ennis split up. And he's literally just eating alone in a diner, and she shows up with a new guy, and it breaks her heart that he doesn't care.
And he fully ghosted her.
Mm-hmm.
Like he like ignored her. It's the one bit of blocking in the movie that doesn't totally work for me is Cassie comes into this diner with her new boyfriend, and then for seemingly no reason, she stops, then turns back and sees him. I don't know if it's meant to communicate that she saw him out of the corner of her eye or what, but it's an odd little bit, I think.
Huh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But this exchange is great.
Yeah. And then one day Ennis receives another postcard from Jack with a stamp on it that says deceased.
Ugh.
And so he calls up Lorraine, Anne Hathaway, and asks what happened.
Anne Hathaway's delivery on this is wild.
Oh my God.
I think it's specific.
I
It
do
is
too.
a very deliberate choice, because she says in a monotone manner that, well, he had a flat tire on the side of the road. He went to blow the tire up, but it exploded. The ram shot into his face and killed him.
He was 39 years old. It's like she's reading his obituary.
Yeah.
Like the official statement.
She might as well say he is survived by me and his son.
Yeah.
It feels rehearsed.
It is rehearsed. I fully believe, because at the same time as she's saying that, Ennis is envisioning Jack being beaten to death in a ditch by a bunch of guys, much like that guy he saw when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the movie leaves it open-ended to let you figure out which one do you think happened.
Yeah.
And because of the way that she rehearses that line
Yeah.
of how he died, it tells me that A, she knew he was gay because of the way he died. I'm
Yeah.
sure the guys probably even made a scene of it and told everyone about it. But also, she is now connecting because she has never met Ennis,
Mhm.
who this guy is that she's talking to. Oh, you're the guy he was fooling around with.
This is the man that my husband was in love with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And supposedly, I can't remember if Anne Hathaway said it or the director said it, but I guess they shot that scene two ways.
Yes.
One where she knew, one where she didn't. And then I think they used both, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
Much like Willem Dafoe in American Psycho. Kind
Yeah.
of the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
My feeling from it is the tire story is not true.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's necessarily what Ennis is seeing in his head, but I do believe it was something similar to that. And he's just sort of projecting his own fears on it.
Yeah.
Well, Jack is very casual
Oh, yeah.
about approaching strangers and making passes at them. So
Yeah.
I can imagine
Absolutely. He definitely, I believe he was killed in a hate crime.
Yeah.
Yes.
he made a wrong pass at the wrong guy.
Right.
Ennis mentioned that the guy, when he was a kid, was beat with a tire iron.
Yeah.
And so when she mentioned he was changing a tire, of course he's going to associate with how he died.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
God. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I looked at that scene and I was like, how did Anne Hathaway not get an Oscar nom for this performance? Like
I don't know.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It kills me.
But she tells Ennis that Jack
Also, great rings. She looks amazing.
she tells Ennis that Jack was cremated and requested his ashes be spread on Brokeback Mountain, but she doesn't know where that is.
Ugh.
Find a map.
I know, right?
When he says, I know where it is, we spent time together there, and she gets tears in her eyes.
Mhm.
Because she figures it out.
Yeah.
It just obliterates me.
Yeah.
Okay. So that hits her, but she does say, maybe you should go get his ashes and take him to Brokeback.
Yeah.
You know,
She's trying to move forward.
yeah, she's upset, but also if that was his final wishes, then you should be the one to do it.
Yeah.
You know, she gives him that.
Like she gasps basically when he says Brokeback was real. And then he says, we was good friends. And that's when she sort of like breathes in and tries to steady herself.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's almost like, is that just the agreed upon story that like she has? Or do you think the father-in-law is somehow ingrained in that?
I mean, maybe. Yeah.
My headcanon tells me the father-in-law comes to her and tells her, this is what we're going to say happened. Because once Jake Gyllenhaal put him in his place.
This will ruin our reputation.
Well, not only that, but once Jake Gyllenhaal put him in his place, he respected him more.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe that at all.
No, I don't believe
that.
That's the kind of fella that does not change.
I'm not saying he like tipped his hat to the guy. I'm saying he's like, okay, that was the starting point of him starting to respect him more.
Possibly.
You know?
I think it's more that, like, if something like that happened, it's more to keep his name from being sullied.
Oh, sure.
His interests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little column A, little column B.
Because, you know, it's his daughter's husband,
Yeah.
even if he didn't like the guy.
Yeah.
Keep it out of the newspaper.
Exactly. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm his son-in-law, his daughter's husband.
God damn it.
If M. Night Shyamalan wrote the screenplay.
Did I just hear Ashley scream in the background?
Innes visits Jack's parents and asks to spread his ashes on Brokeback Mountain, but his father says absolutely not. He will be buried in the family plot.
Which is like, come on, Father Langton. Why you're such a prick in this movie? What the fuck?
Peter McRobbie kind of crushing in this one scene.
This house is fucking insane.
Yeah.
This all white house. I thought when the scene started, we were in a black and white scene until I see Heath Ledger and the dad sit there in full color. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
There are no decorations put up. There's no paintings, no photos.
What in the cool world?
It does feel like that Aha music video about to start up. There is no color in this house.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And Jack's mom is like, you're allowed to go up to Jack's childhood room. I left it just the way it is. You can take a look around. And to know that this is how Jack grew up in this incredibly sterile environment.
Yeah.
There is not an ounce of joy.
There's nothing in that room.
There's nothing. There's a writing desk that's blank, a bed, and a window. And that is it. And to know that he still had all this love in him, all this excitement and joy. Like, you can imagine the life he had for himself in his head, trying to make the best of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, here's a question. He picks up this little cowboy, this wooden cowboy on a horse right here that's on the desk.
Mm-hmm.
And earlier in the film, we do see Jack whittling a horse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the completed thing, or is this something he was thinking about from his childhood? Like these little bits of set decoration, like, completely open up new worlds in the story.
Yeah.
I would like to think it is two separate things, that Jack had the little whittled horse and Innes was whittling a horse, and that just connects the two even more.
You could just say whittle horse.
He had a whittle horse.
Save some time.
Whittle horse.
You just save some time and say whittle horse.
Yeah.
I like to think that that's the movie showing that they were
This man's
more
losing verbs.
connected more than they knew.
Yeah.
I love that.
That makes sense.
But this is the scene that makes every person with a beating heart lose it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Innes goes into Jack's closet.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like crying because it's playing on the screen right now.
We're all getting really quiet.
Uh-huh.
I feel like it is so necessary for the jacket to be in the closet. I
Yeah.
feel like that is a statement of intent.
Hidden behind the closet,
Yeah.
like behind a panel in the closet. Like, it's so buried.
So Innes goes into Jack's closet.
Nathan, is it the movie or the bean belly that's on you right now?
Baby boy, I don't know, honestly. I don't know where I end and the beans begin.
Fuck, man.
Thank you for breaking that up.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally crying right now.
Ugh.
So in his closet, Innes notices.
I need that kind of emotion on stage from you.
Uh-huh.
God damn.
Not that I've ever seen you on stage, but I'm gonna fly down at some point.
Do you got to?
Fuck, dude.
So Innes,
What's going on with Moss?
he's having a hard time, man. I'm trying to get through it.
Yeah. Don't let us linger on it, Dustin. Go.
I'm trying. I keep getting interrupted. So anyway,
God damn.
in the closet, Innes notices in the very back that there's a shirt sticking out, and he takes it out and he notices, oh, this is the missing shirt that I quote unquote accidentally left on the mountain. And it is tucked inside one of Jack's shirts, very specifically.
Yeah.
And Ennis takes it and he holds both the jackets in his hand and he cries softly and silently to himself. And he takes both the shirts downstairs.
He holds it. He holds it like it's a hug.
Yes.
Like the shirt is still unfolded. It's like it's an embrace.
Okay, did anyone else forget that wasn't the end?
I thought this was the end. You're right.
I fully forgot the postscript.
I've seen this movie multiple times and I was like, all right, damn. And then it just kept going. I was like, oh, wait, there's more.
It's a perfect way to end it, but the epilogue sells it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he takes the two shirts downstairs and his mom says, you can keep them. And it's almost played like both the parents knew about Jack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
The mom's like almost understanding.
Yeah. A mom is going to love him no matter what.
Well, the mom is like, this is my boy.
Yes.
I pause it at this moment because she gives a nod here. That's kind of like yeah, we know.
We know.
I'm glad you found that.
Yeah.
Or at least I know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let you take this.
And what I think is great here is we leave the father out of focus in this next shot. He's back there just saying cruel things. You know, his ashes are going to stay here. And then she says, you please come back and see us.
Yeah.
It's fucking devastating.
The father is also saying things like he thought he was special enough to not be buried in the family plot. And you could see Ennis like biting his lip of wanting to just lay into this man.
Yeah. But he's receding.
Yeah.
Like the hate is receding into the background. He's leaving it behind.
Yeah.
But his tone was also like, look, we made a decision. He's going to be buried here. But the delivery is almost like, this is going to upset you. And I'm sorry about that. You know, like, you're not going to like what I'm about to say.
Oh, I don't think he cares if it upsets him.
Yeah, I don't think so at all.
I think he's trying to upset him, if anything.
Yeah.
Maybe trying to poke the bear a little bit.
But that's also a sign that this movie is great,
Mm-hmm.
that every performance provokes different emotions and every scene can be read in different ways.
Yep.
Like it's a masterclass. It's one of the best movies ever made.
I guess I was just getting the vibes off the mom and how like she was kind of more a little welcoming to him.
Yeah.
And then when the dad's saying that, maybe that's just wishful thinking though.
It almost felt like the mom, before Ennis got there, was talking to the dad, being like, look, don't antagonize this man.
Yes.
You know, she was trying her best to like calm this dude down. But then when he finally saw the man that was having these relations with his son, he just kind of exploded, you know?
Yeah.
In that essay that I shared with y'all,
Yeah.
there was an excerpt in it that I wanted to touch on,
Please.
if that's cool.
Yes, please.
So, Brokeback Mountain became an outlet and had an overwhelming response, especially from the LGBTQ plus community. Graham Harriman, a man who tested positive with AIDS the year the movie came out, stated that there's any way to reach the people in this nation that's through the movies.
Yeah.
If you want to reach people, you're going to do it through Hollywood. It's a great beginning. And I think that's a really powerful quote.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there was, I've listened to a bunch of different podcasts talking about this movie before we got on here. And what's interesting is a lot of them talked about, Ennis's fear in this movie has happened in real life. This person got killed for a hate crime. But they all named different big cases, and different big victims of it, which I thought was very telling.
Yes.
And yeah, like I said, gay marriage wasn't even legalized until 10 years after this movie came out.
Yes.
So
I saw this movie around the same time that my school did the Laramie Project, and I learned about Matthew Shepard. And like you're saying, like there was a time when there's still, it's still happening, but you can, the stories that people are telling, you can replace the names and it's still playing out. You could all be talking about different cases, the same kind of hate, the same kind of sadness, the same kind of isolation.
That's the thing for the people that did use this movie as a punching bag at the time and refused to see it. Like if it was two women, they probably would have seen it.
Yeah.
If it was a man and woman, they probably would have seen it.
Possibly, but I mean, it was still these kinds of movies were still seen as like art house fare. I mean, even as late as like Carol coming out, they were like, "Have you heard about that indie movie that stars Kate Blanchett?"
Yeah,
But I guarantee you, wives and girlfriends would have dragged their husbands and boyfriends to the movies, and they would have been kicking and screaming a lot less if it was a woman-on-woman relationship or even a heterosexual one. I guarantee it.
Sure.
I don't disagree with that. I also think that the movie is a lot about toxic masculinity.
Oh, yeah.
And we're about to get to the ending, but the ending for me like represents Ennis accepting who he is.
I completely agree.
And accepting that he hasn't been a good father. He hasn't been a good partner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not been any of those things because he's lived his life as a lie.
Yeah.
And with him putting those shirts together in the closet and him leaving it open. It's not. Sorry.
No,
It's okay, Moss. Thank you.
No, I got you, buddy.
Fuck, man.
Look, we're going to get to the ending in just a second. Let me set it up.
It's a hard thing to talk about.
Of course.
It's just portrayed so beautifully.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen the movie, or if you need a refresher on how the movie ends, we do another time jump, and with a little bit of old age makeup to disguise the fact that Heath Ledger and Kate Mara are only 4 years apart in age.
Sure.
Alma Jr. visits Ennis, who now is living in a trailer all by himself out in seemingly in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And she tells him, hey, I'm getting married. And he says, oh, to this one guy? She goes, no, I haven't been with that guy in years. I'm with this guy now.
Yeah.
He invites her in. They have a little discussion. She asks if he's going to be there at the wedding. And at first he kind of hesitates. And then he's, a few seconds go by and he thinks on it and goes, okay, you know what? I'll be there.
Fuck it. I'll quit my job.
Yeah. She says, I'll quit. He says, if I have to, I'll quit my job to be there. She's real happy about that. And so happy, in fact, that she forgets her jacket at his house as she drives away. And he picks it up and he takes it over to his small closet in his trailer. And when he opens it up, Jack's shirt is in the closet. And now it is tucked inside of one of his shirts. So he's reversed it how it was to basically show that he's embracing Jack through this metaphor.
Yeah.
But it's also in the open. He
Yes.
just has it. It's almost like hanging it on the wall, I guess. And it's also, it might be hanging on his closet door. But again, his closet door is open and just out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's separate from all the other clothes hung up in there.
Yeah.
According to Ang Lee, this was Heath Ledger's idea to reverse the order of the shirts because he wanted to.
Brilliant.
Yeah, which I think is incredible. Like he wants to show that he's made a promise to live his truth at least as much as he can.
Yeah.
It's not a happy ending.
No.
But when you juxtapose it with that shot when they're out at Brokeback Mountain for the last time and Heath Ledger collapses to his knees and it's Jack embracing him there.
Yes.
Right? That's the visual imagery. And then now we're switching it to where the shirts are stand-ins for Heath Ledger putting his arms around Jake Gyllenhaal and saying, I got you.
Yeah.
And he's teary-eyed and he looks at the shirt and there's a postcard of Brokeback Mountain pinned right next to the shirts.
Yes.
And he says to himself, Jack, I swear.
Fuck, man.
And it kind of trails off.
So, Dustin, to piggyback off that, there's a flashback scene.
Oh, I love that moment.
Jack's held Ennis during that last time they met.
Mm-hmm.
Flashback to the roles reversed, and Ennis is holding Jack.
Yes.
So that's also the shirt theory.
Perfect.
One of the few instances where I like a flashback to a previous scene in a movie.
Yeah.
I agree.
Recontextualizes it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one of the few times it actually works. Yeah.
So I want to ask what you guys make of the final line here, where he's uttering it to himself, Jack, I swear. He kind of has a little bit of a smirk on his face when he says it.
Yes.
To me, it's kind of a playful kind of sentiment of, I swear to God, like I could wring your neck out or something
Yes.
like that. Like
Yeah.
when it's kind of playful flirting.
Yeah.
But it also could be him literally swearing to Jack, I will live my life truthfully and honest now.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit of both. He's kind of playfully making fun, like, giving him shit for changing him.
Yes.
I can't. I mean, he may as well end the line with Jack, I swear I could quit you. I wish I could quit you, but he's not going to. He's going to move forward. Yeah.
But also, it happened right after, like, I would say a character turning moment where he's like, you know what? I'll just quit my job if I can't go to your wedding.
Yeah.
He chooses life.
Yes.
I mean, it's to put it in train spotting terms.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he looks at the shirt and he says, I swear. Like almost like Jack had a play in that.
I'm not giving up this second chance.
Yeah.
I've always taken it as he's done everything the way he thought he was supposed to the whole time. And that's the first time he's making a choice for himself.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's like, you're right, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck you, Jack. You really made me do that.
Yeah, he's like, fuck, you were right the whole time.
Yeah.
He looks at the shirts like Jack is giving him an I told you so face.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, like that shitty ass smirk or something. You know?
Yes.
It's a beautiful moment.
Wipe that smirk off your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, enough ink has been spilt on the topic of it, but Heath Ledger truly was, as we've said before, a generational talent.
Yeah.
Truly one of the greatest actors of all time.
Yeah.
Like the James Dean of his time, but even better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God. like truly, I do think he would have been like the next Marlon Brando. I think we'd have been getting some incredible stuff from him right now.
100%.
There's no fucking telling what he could have pumped out. Like some of the roles that he would have got.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just imagine.
And for him to lose to Philip Seymour Hoffman for the Oscar,
I know,
who also could have been doing just incredible work right now.
Yes.
Like it's a rough year for the Oscars, for sure. But okay, so let's lighten things up a little bit after that heavy discussion, and let's get into our wrap-up segment, starting with everyone's favorite, Prop Cop. So if you're new to the show, Prop Cop is a segment where all of us are going to take a look at all of the props in the movie Brokeback Mountain, and that could be anything physical, tangible, what have you.
Yeah.
And we are going to take one each for ourselves, hypothetically, of course. Moss, you're our esteemed guest of honor. What prop do you want most from Brokeback Mountain?
I want the response postcard that says, "You bet."
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Anytime Moss texts me, I'm only responding with "you bet."
That's great. Nathan, what prop do you want most?
Boy, at Thanksgiving at Lurleen's place, there are these incredible purple velvet chairs
There
that the
sure
family's
are.
sitting in. And I just want one of them just to put it at my dining room table, have a little bit of status over the family.
Wow, not getting greedy with it. I like it.
Those are great.
You want to put it like in the corner of the bedroom, maybe?
Oh, yeah. It's Grimace's cuck chair.
I was expecting the can of beans
Yeah.
for you, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I had my fill tonight.
How about a pot to cook those beads in next time? You could take one of their pots.
Sure, but I really wanted to crack this bitch open and eat it in
Sure.
front of y'all. And, you know.
I salute you for commitment to the bit. I
Thank
just could
you.
never. It couldn't be me.
I don't.
Fair enough.
Mally, what prop do you want the most?
I think I've mentioned in past episodes how one of my favorite toys as a child was a little wooden cow.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
So I will take the little wooden horse to complete the set.
Hell yeah.
I like that. I want Jack's big parka jacket he wears during that last trip to Brokeback Mountain.
He looks cozy.
I'm going to be moving to a place with colder weather next year, and I need that jacket.
The one he had to buy because he couldn't find his blue one. Last time I saw it, you was wearing it.
JT, what prop do you want?
I want the JT's bar across the street from the post office.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Good catch.
All right. Well, there's a lot of extras in this movie, a lot of side characters. It would be really cool if we got to be in this movie.
Moss, you want something?
I asked Moss.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, you did.
He was the first one, Nathan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was a postcard.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm tired.
It's the beans talking.
I think the beans have gone to my head.
The beads are talking.
It's called bean delirium.
Tonight, baby, we let the beanie weenie do the talking.
Oh, no.
God.
I'll text Ashley to call poison control.
Yeah. Let's just have them on standby.
Were those beans still good?
No, they're bad.
So there are a lot of smaller characters in the movie. There's a lot of extra parts, and it'd be really cool if we could be one of those characters. So let's talk about a bit part.
Sure.
Hey, Gilligan, did you eat the skipper?
That's
Oh my
purely to Jake Gyllenhaal's father-in-law. That's who that's for.
Wait, what was that from? I know that.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who should we play in the movie? I think I'm going to start, and I'm going to be the guy that almost runs Ennis off the road outside the bar before they get into a fight.
Sure.
And then he just beats the shit out of Dennis.
That shit made me chuckle. Yeah, when he just started punching the shit out of him.
Mally, who do you want to be?
Just make me a rodeo clown.
There you
hell
go.
yeah.
You want to be the one that Jake Gyllenhaal hits on? How about that?
No, there's another one with some really funny makeup.
Okay. All right. You want to be the actual clown, like in the get-up.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, why would I? What? I just want to be a dude? No, put me in a clown costume. What the fuck?
JT, who do you want to be?
I want to be the guy that got rejected by Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's got to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It hurts so good. Nathan, who do you want to be?
At the 4th of July parade, there's a guy who's playing drums in the marching band, and he looks like he's having the fucking time of his life. Dressed to the nines, he looks insane, and he's just rat-a-tatting.
I did see that, yeah.
I love that the marching band is slightly out of key.
Yes, yeah,
Mhm.
That's such a nice little touch.
it's good.
Moss, Who would you like to be in the movie?
JT, can you do me a favor and go back to the scene of the grocery store?
No.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Oh God.
Where where the jars get broken?
Yes, that's the scene.
Are we going to do bit part?
I don't know if there's like a lag in Nathan responding to us or if the bees have just made him slower in person. But
No,
I feel
it's
like
just funny to me.
okay.
Oh my God.
You got this, bud. I believe in you.
I'm trying to think of where it's at.
Here, I think I know where it is. Let me take it. Let me steer.
I love how every time JD actively tries to do something, Dustin has to take over.
Let me take over, boy.
Oh, old JT nasty.
There it was.
Here
There
we
it was.
go.
I am the guy cutting meat in the back.
Hell
Yeah, that does seem like that could be you. I like that.
God damn it, Nathan.
God damn it.
It went for fucking seconds.
Those are room temperature at this point. Room temperature. No, stop it.
It's like, can we please wrap this up? I'm hungry.
Anyway,
You look so miserable.
That's just my face, baby.
so, oh God. Okay, so we need to talk about it. We need to talk about a silver lining to Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, I got mine locked in, bud. Don't even worry.
Me too.
Please go ahead, Mally.
Not all rodeo cowboys are fuck ups.
I
You know
like
what?
that.
I like that.
I'll take it.
Y'all were expecting something offensive, weren't you?
Yeah.
Nathan, you look a little busy chewing on those beads. Let's go to JT. JT, what's your silver lining?
And it's his kids. I mean, I know we only saw one of them in adulthood, but I'm assuming after the divorce, they had a better structured, grew up okay.
Yeah, Kate Mara seems pretty well put together.
It seemed like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Malone seemed like or what was his name? Monroe seemed like he had it together.
Yeah. Nathan, what's your silver lining?
We touched on it earlier, but the idea that even if it's just to himself, Innes is going to live a more truthful life was my silver lining.
Nice.
I'm into that. Moss?
I'm going to say a serious one.
Sure.
Were the rest of them not serious?
I'm going to say that I'm really happy that this movie came out and broke barriers in cinema.
Broke Barriers Mountain.
Yes, gave us...
I could see the wheels turning in your head, Nathan. I'm sorry, boss. I could
It's
see
okay.
the wheels turning in Nathan's head about to say it. I had to beat him to the punch.
We don't get movies like Moonlight or Call Me By Your Name
Absolutely.
or Carol. Shout out to Nathan for that one.
Carol's incredible.
Carol's great.
That's another one of my favorites. So if you guys ever do that again, do that one. I'll definitely be on for that.
Okay.
Sure.
You started to say do that again. And I was like, wait, did we do that already?
Well, it's our new Patreon series.
My silver lining is that Jack's mom finally got to have some peace of mind
Oh,
that the man that her son fell in love with was an upstanding guy.
Yes.
that's a great one.
Okay, well, I can clearly tell by the temperature in the room that we all need this more than ever, but we need to talk about a movie that you pair well with Brokeback Mountain that you watch afterwards to act as a pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Always hits.
So I'm going to take, I think, the most obvious one off the table, but it is the movie I think would pair well with this one. It's another love story, ends on a happier note, and also stars Heath Ledger.
Oh,
I'm going to go with 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to say A Knight's Tale.
So did I.
Or that too. Or that.
That's a good one too.
Nathan, what are you going to watch?
I kept thinking about another movie that Michelle Williams did this same year, which is a favorite of mine. Michael Showalter's film The Baxter, which is a sort of meta rom-com with Elizabeth Banks and David Wayne and Justin Theroux. It's a real fun time if you haven't seen it. And Michelle Williams is adorable and just very, very good in it.
Hell yeah. Mally, what are you watching?
Not really any connection to this film. I just happened to watch this movie for the first time yesterday.
Oh,
And it was just a good, fun time. So I think it'd be a good pick-me-up. Zootopia.
Okay. All right. I mean, it's timely with the sequel coming out.
Yeah.
All right.
I'd never seen it before. Great movie.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Moss, what are you watching?
The Birdcage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
great choice.
Yeah.
Seeing love on screen is always good. And
Yeah.
I think it's really cool when that's not heteronormative.
Sure.
Rewatched that recently, and maybe a hot take, but it could be Robin Williams' best screen performance.
Whoa.
He's kind of unbelievable in that movie.
He's so good at it.
Yeah.
He's so good at it.
Yeah. Great choice.
Thank you.
Moss, I just want to appreciate like how heartfelt and sincere you've been this whole episode.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And the fact that you're the same person who recommended Hell House LLC to me is just so cool.
Yeah.
I was literally just about to say, I'm so proud of everybody on this call because there was not a single Brokeback Hell LLC joke in the entire episode.
I thought about it. I just chose not to.
Oh, okay. You're
So-
a better person than me. Cool.
Yeah, I had restraint.
Way to hold it out.
JT, what are you going to watch?
Is there a rule against, or can I recommend a
The
movie
dog
that
playing
we've covered
basketball.
before?
You can recommend a movie we've done on the show before. We've certainly had that happen before.
I do it all the fucking time.
He sure does.
I did it last week.
So, as we talked about, the score of this movie is amazing with the acoustic guitar, the country setting.
Yeah.
Waltcard Dewey Cox story.
Sure.
The wrong kid died.
Well, look, okay, wait, because last week I asked you, I was like, it has to be a pick me up, right? And
Yeah.
we're like, we prefer
Well,
it.
it's supposed to be. That's literally what it's called, the pick-me-up.
Or cool down, as I said one time.
Hey, JT, as long as it picks you up, my dude.
Yeah.
And also, if you just turn Walk Hard off like 10 seconds before it is, it's still qualified.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, I had a backup here because I thought someone would take 10 Things I Hate About You. And now that I'm thinking about
Back up mountain.
there's kind of a good connection here. I also wrote down a love story that works out in the end, and I put Licorice Pizza,
Oh.
which I'm just not putting together, stars Philip Seymour Hoffman's son, the man who he lost the Oscar for this movie.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah,
Cooper Hoffman, good dude, that kid.
Yeah.
absolutely. I want to talk about The Long Walk. I'm debating on putting it on the schedule. It's such a, oof.
I haven't gotten to see it yet.
No,
I'm
me neither.
interested.
Same.
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Speaking of good movies, do we recommend this one, Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah,
Hell
1,000
yeah.
times. Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, just I would even normally whenever we cover something that's really heavy like this, I say like to mentally prepare yourself before watching, but I don't know that you can or that you need to. This is just a movie that's like, let this wash over you. The beautiful vistas, the incredible music, the insanely good performances,
The delicious beans.
and the delicious, yummiest beans.
Yeah, I say devoid of any caveats, absolutely. The movie's beautiful, and even though I think we talked about this on the Blue is the Warmest Color episode, I do wish we had more gay love movies that didn't have to end on such heartfelt, heartbreaking, sad notes.
That's
Sure.
fair.
With that being said, this is a beautiful love story, and if you like movies like this one, or Call Me By Your Name, or even something like Blue Valentine, like I think these would all...
I will say, I think this movie sidesteps the bury your gaze trope
Sure.
because it is playing with very realistic themes and time period. And yeah.
Sure. Anyone else got any final thoughts on Brokeback Mountain before we wrap it up?
Fuck you, Crash.
Yeah,
fuck you,
Crash.
Crash. And I am so thankful for the opportunity to rewatch this movie. So
Yeah.
thanks for putting it on the schedule, DC.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking good.
It is one of those movies that I wish I could rewatch again for the first time.
Yeah.
Well, also, I will say, if you haven't rewatched this movie in quite a long time, or if you haven't seen it before and you just listened to us talk about it and you want to go back again, tomorrow is the 20-year anniversary.
Wow.
No better time to pick it up and let it wash over you. So that is Brokeback Mountain. Thank you so much for listening. If you haven't already, please subscribe, rate, leave feedback wherever you are getting this right now. If you want to, you can follow us on social media. We are on Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, and Lemonade. We have a subreddit, reddit.com/r/Silver Linings Playlist. We have our website, tslppodcast.com.
That's right.
If you want to give us some feedback, if you want to talk to us, let us know how you're doing, or give us a bit part suggestion, those little cues we played before the bit part segment, you can email us at thesilverliningsplaylist@gmail.com or use the contact us form on our website. And lastly, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/silverliningsplaylist for a bunch more of the show. This week on the Patreon, again, we released our American movie commentary over the Thanksgiving holiday. Nathan and I are giving our last thoughts on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with the last iteration, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's right.
And we've also announced by this point that we are doing our final Secret of the Dudes episode for quite some time before Mutant Mayhem 2 comes out, where we are going to be watching the concert film live on Twitch.
Oh.
You can tune in to watch along with us. Nathan is instantly regretting us agreeing to do this.
I'm more upset about that than the beans I ate.
So yeah, we're going to be watching the concert film live on Twitch.
I might even join Twitch just to watch that.
Please do. Come by, fam.
Mally, you got to.
I've never seen it. I'm really excited.
It is the most cursed thing you'll ever see. I promise you.
Like on a scale of 1 to the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh,
gosh.
it's right behind the holiday special.
Okay.
It's right behind it.
If you want to see Splinter doing a better Bruce Springsteen impression than Jeremy Allen White,
Oh, fuck.
I do.
You have to take that as it is. Like, there's no other context we can give you for that.
Yep.
But yeah, tune in. That is December 14th, I believe at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch.
sure.
You can get more info about that on our socials. So that is it for this episode. Now, again, because we're releasing these on a bi-weekly release every 2 weeks, we're not coming back again until a couple of days before Christmas. And Mally, this one is your pick. So you have to give us a clue for what we're going to be talking about on our next episode.
Well, it being our Christmas episode at all, I wanted to, get a little something for myself. So next episode, we're probably going to piss off one of the world's most annoying fan bases.
Oh, yay. Can't wait.
Ho, ho, ho.
That can apply to so many different fan bases, but I'm eager. I'll tell you that.
This one sucks.
I believe it. So thank you, Moss, for coming by and dropping us some wisdom and your essay and everything. Thank you so much for coming on last minute.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And until next time, rest in peace, Oatmeal, and I guess Jack Twist. And
fuck you, Crash.
as
Fuck you,
always,
Crash.
fuck Agiri and fuck Crash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I need to lay down. I'm so full of beans.
Dude, clip that. I want it on the soundboard.
It's crazy.
Old Brokeback got us good, didn't it?
Oh my God.
Clip that. I need to lay down.
I need to lay down.
Boys, I'm going to say maybe top 10 best episodes we've ever done. I'm going to go I'm going to say that.
Fuck you, Crash.
Hey, it's JT. Thanks for listening to the Silver Linings playlist. We'll be back for another episode soon. But in the meantime, check out our Patreon for more. Link in the description below. See ya.